Well, hello there, Leo. It is so good to see you. Happy New Year. I hope your year is off to a great start. So, today we're going to take a look at the energies for the year ahead. We'll first start with the oracle cards and see what the overall energy is for the year. And then we'll go into the tarot and take a look at each of the 4 quarters to see how the year will play out. And if you're resonating with this reading, I do personal readings, and I do have a special 2025 reading up where I go into each of the 12 months separately. So if this is resonating, you may want to take a look at that. All right, let's go ahead and see what your overall energy is. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. And valiant courage, take action with passion. Both of these are very strong energies, kind of like allowing the passion within you of what it is that you want in the world to go forward, and to know that the universe wants to provide that for you, believing in that, right? Allowing yourself to really kind of be more cognizant of that our job is really to fine tune, kind of in a way, to get clear about what it is that we desire to experience or have, or the people, the situations that we would like to have in our life. Our job is only to put it out to the universe and not feel like we have to control how it comes in or when it comes in, or worry about how it's going to get to us, right? Allowing the universe to bring that to us. There's a little bit of allowing ourselves to believe in that. Yeah, oh my gosh. And then your card here is no doubt. Yeah, that you will eventually achieve success because you don't allow yourself to doubt, right? This is the energy. I know it's going to come in. I have the courage to continue, to believe in myself, to step into each and every day with that sense of desire, right? And take action with passion. I'm doing it because I love it. I'm not worrying about the outcome. And that is hard. I know that is hard, right? But it's kind of like, yeah, this is allowing you to recommit, to not allow those dark thoughts to kind of enter our mind. Staying in the passion. This would be the energy of really having like a strong, maybe you have a vision board of what it is that you are wanting to experience, not just in 2025, but beyond that, like looking long term. What do I want? What do I want to experience, right? And then allowing yourself to commit to it. And knowing that when you take steps every single day towards believing that you can have it, right? And taking steps in order for it to come in, even the smallest baby step, lets the universe know you're committed. And if you're committed, then also believing it's going to come to me. I can't allow myself to get caught up in the how or when. It's just a sense of surrender. I know. And the idea of surrendering can be so difficult for us sometimes, because it's like, no, I want to control it. What happens if it doesn't really come in? It's kind of like you may be sitting there, well, I don't want to really commit. I don't want to really take action on this, right? I don't want to take action. It says take action with passion. I don't really want to take action unless I know it's coming in. This is believing. This is saying, yes, I know it's going to happen. I don't know when, and I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I know it's going to happen. Yeah, this is beautiful. King of Wands on the bottom, your energy, being inspired. The King of Wands has that passion within him. He has that motivation, that inspiration to get up every day and to do it not for the money, but to do it because he loves it, right? He has a vision, and he's taking steps every day towards that vision of where he's going, of what he wants to do, of how he, it's a spiritual teacher card of how he wants to help others in the world too. Okay, so let's take a look at January, February, and March. There's something here that you are really wanting, okay? 9 of Cups and the Family card. So this is your greatest wishes and desires when it comes to family, okay? So it could be that you're wanting to start a family. You could be wanting to meet some soulmate so that you can start a family with that person, right? It's also perhaps you have a family, but it's your wishes and dreams for what you want your family to experience, right? Maybe it's not just your wishes and desires, but thinking about what you would like to create for your family, or the experiences, the memories that you would like to provide. But there's something here on taking a nap. Taking a nap means it's a timeout. Like maybe there's something that you have been wanting or desiring to either give your family, right, or bring in for your family, but it's kind of like on hold. This is where you have to stay courageous and believe that it's going to happen, even if it's not showing up right now. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, I think that there's been this long time where you may have been kind of generous, very giving, wanting somebody or a situation, even if it's not like blood relatives, right? It could be a group of friends. It could be people at work. There's something here about you've been a little bit of a wounded warrior, putting a lot of time and energy into trying to bring balance to perhaps some family situation. And the 5 of Swords is on the bottom. Yeah, Archangel Michael is here. Perhaps you're wanting some type of an apology, okay? Or thinking somebody needs to apologize. The 5 of Swords is this energy where somebody, maybe, I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody else in your family or in this work situation, this group of people, that somebody here has taken action that is kind of like, so they'll win. Let's put it that way. Okay, they're wanting something and they've taken action. They've taken steps to go after what it is they want without really and truly considering the feelings of the rest of the group. Okay, there's a little bit of this action. Now, if this is you, okay, there's a healing here when you allow yourself, because you know you do have this energy here of wanting to take valiant courage, right? You could have like said, okay, I'm changing jobs. This job, you know, just really is so draining. It's so toxic. I've really always wanted to go start my own business or change careers. And maybe you have a family. And because of that, your family is maybe struggling more financially. And you may be trying to heal within yourself your feelings of shame or guilt for going in the direction that your heart really and truly desired, because perhaps it's not working out quite the way you thought it would now, okay? At this time, you may have started your own business and you thought that it would take off faster than it is, right? Maybe you switched jobs at, you know, you switched and maybe you have different hours, okay? So maybe you don't get to see your family the same amount of time that you used to. There's something here where I feel like either you or somebody else took action. It's already happened. Took action to go after what their heart truly desires, but it's put the family on hold, or this unit of people on hold for some reason, right? And it's kind of like understanding either you or somebody else is thinking that an apology needs to be made, because it's kind of like, okay. Now, I feel like Archangel Michael is coming in here because there's something about the direction that you are wanting. Yeah, look, the Sun card. I think if you, Leo, there is a little bit of energy. You may have changed direction in 2024 that has affected people around you. And it may not yet be showing up as a win for you, okay? It's kind of like, it's just, And I'm going to say, I think it opens up after January 21st when we move into Aquarius season. You're dragging some type of a weight here, and that weight is going to be lifted around Aquarius season. Yeah. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing this perspective of your independence in a different way. You're allowing yourself to say, you know what? I have to follow my intuition. There could be people around you that are questioning, why did you do that? Right? Why did you do that? It hasn't worked out. Why did you do that? And you're questioning yourself. This is you saying, no, wait a minute. This is my desire. This is what I want to do. I am allowing myself to listen to my intuition, to see clearly that it's time for me to step full. I feel like there's something here about really recommitting to what it is that you are wanting. I feel like you're quavering. No doubt, you are going to be successful. Okay, so let's take a look at April, May, and June. Yeah, I think you're you're wavering, right? You're playing it safe. You may be trying to appease some people and also go full force into something. You know, this is you getting some type of professional assistance, okay? That could be maybe if you started your own business and it's not really going the way that you want to, you're hiring some type of a business coach, right? Or you know, if you've had some type of an illness or somebody in your family has had some type of an illness and it's kind of like put a burden on the family in some way, right? It's kind of like, okay, let's go get some second opinion, or let's talk to a holistic healer or something. I'm not giving medical or financial advice here, right? It's kind of like understanding. Okay, but we've kind of been trying to get this to work, but without being totally committed. This is you stepping in and saying, no, we really and truly need to take a look at this and figure out, we need help. There's a sense of, yes, we need help. We need guidance, right? You could be even seeking out a spiritual teacher. You could be seeking out somebody that's going to give you perhaps some guidance. See clearly why you're feeling as though, you know, the Five of Cups is that hard energy of focusing on what isn't working rather than on what is working. I think you have somebody around you that is pointing out what's not working, right? Instead of pointing out the progress that you have made, the success that you have had. And you're starting to doubt yourself because of this. Yeah, security, right? It's kind of like, I have to stay safe. I can't completely commit to this because I also have this burden over here. And I'm saying burden, but it's really, it's something in your life that you do feel still committed to, you know, family members or whatever. It's kind of like, but they're a part of my life. I feel connected to them. I don't want to completely leave them in my life. You have a strong decision to make. For some of you, you could be seeking out counseling, even maybe couples counseling or a business partner counseling, somebody to help you, maybe even a lawyer or something, because it's, you have this big decision. And then you have the Hierophant, which is about traditional ways, okay? Traditional thinking. It's also, you know, people that we're tied to. It can be a business partnership. It can be a marriage. It's kind of like, okay, what am I going to do? What's the decision? The King of Swords is also somebody that can really help you, okay? Gives you clear-cut advice. That allows you to move out of the emotional part of this and see clearly. Okay, there's something here about seeing clearly, allowing yourself to let go of some of the emotions, especially if it's guilt or shame. If there's somebody you need to make amends with, make the amends with that person and allow yourself to move forward, right? If you feel karmically, there's a little bit of karma here maybe. I did something, sure, that wasn't that good for that person. It's not like you have to go back and kind of like clean it up for them. But maybe there is something about reaching out and saying, I'm sorry. This hasn't worked out for you, right? My actions have harmed you in some way, right? Or once again, this could be somebody else that you're dealing with. Because July, August, and September, things turn around. This is just like so beautiful. We get into your season, Leo, and then all of a sudden you have the 10 of Cups, you have the deserving card, right? Understanding that you had to go through this situation to really almost relight the fire within you. Understanding, I can't hold myself back anymore because somebody doesn't want me to go do this, right? It's kind of like understanding, okay, I have to allow myself. Yeah, you're going in a new direction. You're leaving behind any feelings of unworthiness or I'm not good enough, right? You're turning your back on that. People that have made you feel left out in the cold, it's kind of like, no, I'm going towards my happiness, my joy. 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands. I'm going where people are celebrating me, right? I want a relationship that is where we celebrate each other, where we have each other's back. It's an emotional connection, unconditional love. I think that that's what you're kind of learning. If you're in a marriage or a committed relationship, and right now there could be a little bit of chaos in that relationship, you could be seeking counseling and reigniting the passion or the drive, saying, okay, maybe you've been married like 20, 30, 40 years. It's kind of like, okay, the fizzle is fizzling out, right? It's kind of like, okay, meeting, having some third party that helps you to kind of like talk it out. What do we desire? Where do we want to go next? What is it we want to experience together? How can we reignite each other in some way to go towards what we want each as individuals, but also as a family or as a couple, or however this plays out in your life? If it's a business, it's kind of like you're meeting with your business partner and saying, okay, things aren't going that well. The passion is starting to die. What are we going to do here? Reinvigorating. Okay, the passion that you have, the passion that maybe a unit has, because there is something about dropping the burdens, right? Understanding somebody has been carrying the weight here. It could be the situation where, maybe you're married and you have some children, okay? You have this happy family, right? Yeah, this is the happy family that we want, right? But you're understanding that you are holding maybe the financial burden of the family, right? And you're having to live life in a job or a career that really isn't in alignment with what you really and truly desire in your own life. But it's like, I don't want to leave my family, but I have to have something that is exciting to wake up to every day, right? Or perhaps you have been staying at home with the children and you're kind of like, okay, I love this, but I also have to have another part of my life where I can have time to go after some of my own desires, maybe starting a little business on the side or something like that. Understanding, okay, I have to allow myself to expand in my heart, because this is rebuilding. There's almost this energy of rebuilding your life, allowing it doesn't completely fall down, but it's kind of like understanding it can't move forward any longer the way it is. We have to reassess it, right? There's an energy, and then there's the Tower. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's kind of like allowing the Tower to come in, to let the burdens of what one person or however this is playing out in your life, somebody feels like they're carrying more of the burden of the relationship or the situation. There's something they're desiring, right, to experience in the world. There's a tower that comes in, but it's kind of like, yeah, but guess what? We see clearly the love that is in this relationship. Three of Cups. If you're separated from somebody right now, I feel like it reunites by the end of 2025 because you're working it out. You're understanding. Yeah, that Knight of Swords again. You know, somebody wanted to go do something, right? That lit them up or wants to make a change. But it's kind of like understanding there's compromise, but there's also an energy of allowing somebody to go do something. It could be that, you know, like if you're in a committed relationship, one of you wants to go do missionary work for 6 months or something, and that's going to impact the other one, right? It's kind of like, okay, so, but there's this energy of working it out, having good communication, perhaps having someone help you to communicate between the two of you so that you can move into a much more clear-cut, committed, inspired relationship of what each of you wants, but also what you want as a unit. Beautiful. Divine masculine, divine feminine really coming together here in this. All right, let's pull a soul truth card for you, Leo, for some final advice. And once again, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. If I had a magic wand, this one just keeps coming out. I love it. If I had a magic wand and could have anything I desired in life, what would I choose? I feel like that's what you're working on. It's kind of like, I think you're working on trying to connect. What is it I really want, right? Burn with desire. There is power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. Yeah, it's time to go after your dreams. It's time to go after your desires. Take action with passion. Know the universe will provide and keep you safe as you do this, right? Yeah, allowing yourself to go after what you want. All right, Leo, I'm going to leave it there. Wow, what a beautiful energy. I'm sending you so much love and hugs. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Much love and light. Bye for now.